morning and welcome into the Morning Blend Extra on this Friday, September 5th. I'm Maggie Polstein. Coming up on the show, we're going to have fast food updates, a look at some upcoming features, and the future of local sports. But first, let's get you an update on the forecast. As you're stepping out the door, going to notice some cloud cover here and there. Also might notice potentially a blip or two of some rain, as we do have a small system starting to move through, but not going to be any impacts at all if you do even see a little bit of that rain. Overall, forecasted temperatures not going to be incredibly high today. Definitely getting that fall feel. We're going to top out into those low 60s, so kind of doesn't feel like the beginning of September, as we're still usually pretty warm this time of year. Let's take a look at a few of our first alert weather headlines. So chilly and quite breezy is what you're going to notice today, kind of through the weekend as well, as that fall feeling is going to continue through Sunday. But by the time we get to next week, we're going to swing pretty significantly, getting close to potentially the 80s. So right now, let's get to today, though. 58 is where we're currently sitting with some cloud cover overhead. Dew points are nice and low, sitting at 47. And you're going to notice the breeze out there, about 17 miles per hour coming out of the west. All over the state line, temperatures are into those upper 50s. Some of us have already hit the 60-degree mark down into Rochelle and to DeKalb as well. And let's take a look at those winds. So right now, things are starting to pick up a bit as well, down to our south and up to our north in Janesville. So you're going to notice those gusty conditions when you walk out the door. So hold on to your hats. Today we have a high of 62. Overnight lows down into the 40s, and that's going to stay with us through the weekend. 66 as our high Saturday and Sunday. Then once we get into Monday next week, we're going to start to see temperatures increase. So 72 as our high for Monday, 76 on Tuesday. Overnight lows go back up into the 50s. Then by the time we get to the middle of the week, could maybe see close to 80 degrees, 79 on Wednesday and 76 for our Thursday. So we got a great stretch of weather ahead. Enjoy the slightly cooler conditions now. Taking a look outside, the primetime audio video East State Street cam. You see that cloud cover, but we'll also still have lots of sun mixed in. So lots of things to look forward to. Well, hey, sports betting, it is a booming industry. And while experts say it can be a fun fall hobby, gambling can also turn into a severe issue. An estimated 2.5 million U.S. adults have faced a severe gambling problem every year, and another 5 to 8 million more have mild to moderate issues, according to the National Council on Problem Gambling. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has the warning signs of gambling addiction.
It's an addiction that often isn't as obvious as others, but severe gambling problems can have a significant impact on a person's life.
This is something that, an individual could potentially, keep to themselves.
The National Council on Problem Gambling defines it as gambling behavior that's damaging to a person or their family, often disrupting their daily life and career. The organization says warning signs include thinking about gambling all the time, feeling the need to bet more money more often, trying to win money back, feeling restless or irritable when you try to stop or cut back, feeling like you can't control yourself, and gambling despite negative consequences. In extreme cases, it can also cause bankruptcy, legal problems, the loss of your job or family, and suicidal thoughts.
And the right mindset comes down to knowing the odds, understanding the game, and most importantly, keeping it social.
Devices make sports betting easier than ever, so the American Gaming Association says to think before you gamble and monitor your behavior. If you choose to place a bet, make sure you're doing it on a legal site with responsible gaming protections.
If you're someone that's concerned about a loved one involved in this activity, trying to keep an eye on their habits and what he or she might be demonstrating in some moments when you're watching the game. If somebody is sort of displaying those levels of anxiety around an important moment in the game, it might be an opportunity to just ask that person, give that person the space to communicate.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Switching gears, McDonald's is cutting prices on some of its most popular meals. Starting September 8th, the chain will be offering 2 limited time deals nationwide, a $5 sausage McMuffin with egg meal and an $8 Big Mac meal. Move comes after McDonald's reported sharp drop in low-income customers. McDonald's CEO says re-engaging that group is critical since they visit more frequently than higher-income diners. Company says the bundle marks a savings of more than 15% compared to ordering items separately. Additional discounted meals are expected in November. Well, if you're planning a football watch party tonight and throughout the weekend, maybe you're looking for some food options, you might want to consider cheese pizza. And that's all because today's National Cheese Pizza Day. Your pie to celebrate the day, it just doesn't have to be just the standard mozzarella. You can mix it up with all different types of varieties. You got Gouda, Parmesan, Gorgonzola, even some cheddar on your pizza. I know some people think that's weird, but it can be good. People have been eating pizza like dishes for thousands of years. The Greeks, they just covered bread with herbs, olive oil, and cheese. And the Romans put bay leaves, cheese, and honey in the dough. Now, our modern image of pizza began with the Neapolitan flatbread pizza topped with some mozzarella and buffalo milk. Very interesting. Well, coming up, we'll look at how an NFL team is impacting the Rockford community. It's very interesting. Stay with us.
It's the kickoff to a new season when two NFC North teams battle it out. Jordan Love and the Packers host the Lions. Sunday at 3:25 on WIFR.
First Alert Weather Plus, the State Line's only 24/7 weather channel, on air at 19.3 WSLN, the First Alert Weather app, or wherever you stream WIFR. Sponsored by Total Exteriors.
They make the plays, you make them famous. Football Frenzy Play of the Week, only on WIFR. Sponsored by Holcomb Bank.
Every first matters. That first alarm, your first cup of coffee.
And that first look of what the day can bring.
And WIFR is right here with you.
With your first alert when weather could impact your day.
A first alert action day for the potential of strong severe storms.
With stories that matter most.
And your first look at what's ahead.
We have an update on breaking news from last night.
Wherever you stream WIFR, we help you start your day prepared.
Every first, every day. Tune to WIFR this morning.
At WIFR, we want to know, does your pet have an entertaining personality? What about their unusual features? Do they have an iconic sense of fashion? Why not give them the spotlight they deserve with WIFR Pet Pics? Scan the QR code or go to WIFR.com. Click on See It, Send It, and upload your pet's picture or video. They could even be featured on WIFR News at 6. WIFR Pet Pics, sponsored by First Staffing.
When you want to know right now, predict, or catch up on the stories you missed, download video of your local news on the WIFR News app. Live breaking news,
We have reports of multiple shots fired.
real-time forecasts,
We are tracking some rain potential for tomorrow.
custom alerts for the stories that impact you. It's fast and, best of all, free. The WIFR News app, where the news and video you want are all in one app.
Welcome back to the Morning Blend Extra. After years in the making, the Rockford Park District officially opened the Clarence Hicks Memorial Sports Complex over this past week. The new facility, it is named after former Park District Commissioner Clarence Hicks and will provide more opportunities for youth sports in the Rockford area. In addition to the new track and field, the sports complex also features a special donation from the Chicago Bears. Very cool to see. Let's check in with WIFR's Aaron Wilson, who was there to learn more.
Well, just incredible what's happening on the southwest side of town with our Rockford Park District. Lamont is with us. He's the GM of the Clarence Hicks Sports Complex. And I'll tell you what, they had an incredible weekend. This, though, for Bears fans and, heck, NFL fans, is a big deal, sir.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm pretty good, and you?
You got to be great.
Fantastic. But, the Chicago Bears, they've been investing in Rockford for the last 23 years. 2 years ago, they invested in high school girls flag football. They could have made that donation to any other park district, school district. They chose the Rockford Park District. And high school girls flag football became the fastest sport to ever become a sanctioned IHSA sport. And what makes this turf so special is that the Guilford Viking girls flag football team, they finished at state 4th place up at Hallis Hall on this very same turf. So the Guilford Viking girls flag football team were the last athletes to play on this turf.
And speaking of athletes that practiced on this turf, there were a heck of a lot of big names that were right on top of this sea.
The current players like Tremaine Edmonds, Jalen Johnson, Justin Fields, they all practice on this turf.
Wow, just incredible.
And now our youth can, live their dreams, and maybe someday they'll be up at the Walter Payton Center playing on the new turf.
And that's where this came from.
That's where this came from.
Explain that story then. How did they do it? They shipped it to you? Did they pay for all that? How does that work?
Yeah, like I said, we have a great relationship with the Chicago Bears. They were replacing their turf. They made a phone call to me and said, hey, we're thinking about taking the turf and cutting it up and giving it to season ticket holders if you guys are not interested in it. So we said, yes, we have a plan for it. And so what the Chicago Bears did was they took it out of the Walter Payton Center, put it on semi-trucks, shipped it down here to Rockford. And when we started the Clarence Hicks project with the new stadium, with the turf up there and the track, we also invested in this area. This is going to be an area for our kids to warm up on during flag football games. We're going to have our junior NFL program out here with 3- and 4-year-olds. But right behind us, we have a playground. So any kid that's out here playing on the playground, they can come out here and live their dreams as well and throw the ball around.
This truly is an amazing complex.
Yes.
And you mentioned the stadium, big party for that over the weekend. But this is going to be something that's huge for this community for years to come. The Park District has to be proud.
Very proud. I mean, this is a great amenity for the entire city of Rockford, the entire region, but especially for Southwest Rockford. Yes. It's going to bring some more economic development over to this area. It's going to help, enhance the community. It's just a gym now.
And it takes an entire team truly to make this happen.
Yeah, starting with our Rockford Park District Board, our executive leadership team, and also, our youth sports staff and volunteers, because without them, we let the programming drive the projects. And if we didn't have thousands and thousands of kids taking part in flag football, tackle football, track and field, we wouldn't have this gym out here today.
Well, Lamont, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Again, great to be here. And real quick as we wrap this up, the name that is on this complex, Clarence Hicks.
Yes.
He was one of my first big bosses back in the day when I worked at the Park District. I get goosebumps just thinking about what a great guy he was.
Yeah, but I heard nothing but amazing things about Clarence. I met him early on in my Park District career, probably was around about 15, 16 years old, but nothing but great things about Clarence and his family as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I know this is going to get put to great use. All right, there we go. Here it is, Clarence Hicks Sports Complex, southwest side of town. Get here and check it out. There is a lot to offer this entire community.
Very cool to see, and such a cool thing for the youth to get to experience as well. Well, hey, stay with us. Coming up next, it is the first weekend of September, which kicks off a new slate of movies releasing in theaters this month. Stay tuned.
Yeah, Friday night, under the lights, we are like a jet, we taking a flight. I know my worth. They checking the price, they taking a risk, they rolling the dice. Yeah.
Tune into Football Frenzy Friday nights in the update at 10. Then watch Football Frenzy Plus right after, wherever you stream WIFR. Sponsored by McCloskey, Kessler & Associates.
Every first matters. That first alarm, your first cup of coffee.
And that first look of what the day can bring.
And WIFR is right here with you.
With your first alert when weather could impact your day.
A first alert action day for the potential of strong severe storms.
With stories that matter most.
And your first look at what's ahead.
We have an update on breaking news from last night.
Wherever you stream WIFR, we help you start your day prepared.
Every first, every day. Tune to WIFR this morning.
Welcome back to the Morning Blend Extra. Summer movie season may be over, but September is packed with new movies heading to theaters. Rick Damigella reports.
8 people live in this house. 8 people have experienced this.
September starts off scary in cinemas with the arrival of The Conjuring Last Rites on September 5th. It's joined by 2 very different rom-coms, Splitsville and The Threesome.
We're still short a drummer.
What happened to him?
He sneezed himself into oblivion.
There's something for almost everyone's taste as a quartet of new movies take the stage on September 12th. Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, gets the band back together. Downton Abbey, the grand finale, brings the costume drama to a close. The Long Walk adapts Stephen King's novel, and anime fans are bracing for Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba the movie, Infinity Castle.
Are you here by yourself?
I am.
September 19th sees the release of Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell in a big, bold, beautiful journey alongside alien invasion adventure Xeno.
Who are they? Why are they doing this?
And September ends with horror sequel The Strangers Chapter 2 and the more lighthearted fare of June Squibb in Eleanor the Great, directed by Scarlett Johansson. Selecting reserved seats in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
That's going to wrap us up for the Morning Blend Extra today. Have a fantastic weekend.